E-cigarettes may be legal, but for young people, vaping has become an epidemic. More teens are vaping than ever before, and there are exploding concerns about the long-term health ramifications. As is the case across the country, we are seeing more teens caught vaping on school grounds. Even more concerning is that many teens are becoming addicted. For this edition of Focus on Safety, San Marcos High School Resource Deputy J.C. Hunter shows us what every parent of a teenager should know.
Today I'm going to talk with you about an issue that we're seeing a lot of now on campuses all throughout the area, and that is vaping. I have collected here a variety of different vaping devices. There's two basic groups of vaping devices. One is the nicotine device, which does not deliver any marijuana-based substance such as THC. They tend to be somewhat unique in shape and size. In the back they have a charger port where the battery gets charged, usually through a USB connection. The young person who uses it, or the adult, can activate the device with a little button on top, and then they inhale from the mouthpiece. A lot of the nicotine devices are similar to thumb drives or devices that you can charge and put into your computer. Here's a device. It has the mouthpiece in it. This is an empty chamber that the nicotine juice can be put into. These are worse for you than cigarettes. Don't use cigarettes, they're horrible. These are worse. Now, over here we have a variety of devices that are THC based or marijuana based. The devices that are being used to vape THC juice is vaping basically what's called concentrated cannabis. It's an oil that has a honey viscosity and appearance. And so in this particular device you can see that this end piece is the battery pack, will heat the oil. In between is the actual oil cartridge, and then this end piece is the mouthpiece. Now, these devices, as evidenced by some of this packaging I have, advertises the THC content. In this particular package, this cartridge has 90.3% THC. The THC level in this is astronomical compared to an average joint. And what is happening is that as the young people smoke such high quantity THC, they very quickly become addicted, so they'll run into the bathroom during a break, take a few drags off of the THC device in order to keep that euphoria from the high going on. The big problem with the THC devices is that they are causing significant intellectual problems with the kids. Most of the kids that we come across that are using these devices on campus, most of them are failing their classes, they're not going to class, they're having family trouble, all sorts of significant lifestyle changes that are affecting them as a result of this drug use. The devices themselves are really advertised to kids. And for example, there's this one company, it's called Aliens, and on the cartridge they all have the little alien picture, and on the back of the box they've got other cartoon characters. The odor that's produced is very low. And so often what they're able to do is the student would take a drag off of the vape. They then would expel the smoke into the tube to try to reduce any residual odor that exists there. When students are caught with a nicotine-based substance, they receive a day suspension from school. For the THC vapes, I cite them for minor in possession of concentrated cannabis, and they receive an automatic 5-day suspension from school. The citation sends them to teen court, where they're put through an intake process to make a determination as to the level of their addiction to the drug.
If you raise your right hand,
they'll be funneled into therapy if they need it, and then they participate in the educational process that teen court runs with kids. So I hope this has just given you a little idea of what these devices look like. We're overwhelmed at the school finding this stuff at all schools.